Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all of you. How are you all? So first, let me know, is audio and video both are okay? Are we good to go? First, let me know, is audio and video both are okay? Good morning to all of you. So this is the marathon for English medium PPB principles and practices of banking. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss the multiple questions. So the pattern of question will be 0.5 mark question will be there. Apart from that, 1 mark question will be there. Okay, and we will have a 2 mark question also in the paper, है ना? So we are going to practice all the type of questions here. So let's start the session, and also share the session with your friends so that they will be also joining the session. So let's start with the first question. Before starting the first question, if you haven't downloaded the Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application, and also do subscribe the channel Officers Adda 24/7 so that all the upcoming information of the sessions will be given to you. So let's start the session with the first question. So the questions are a little bit lengthy here because we know the pattern has been changed in the Indian economy, and the pattern of the paper is like statement based questions were more in the Indian economy paper. So accordingly, we are going to practice our session. So this is the question in front of you. If you are not able to read it because the sentence are so long, I will be reading the statement, I will be reading the options. So do listen carefully. Okay. So let's start with the first question, that is talking about, according to the Consumer Protection Act 2019, the rights of a consumer includes, है ना? The question is asking, according to Consumer Protection Act, the right of a consumer includes which of the following? First is saying the right to be protected against the marketing of goods, products or services which are hazardous or to life and property. Second is saying the right to be heard and to be assured that consumers' interests will receive due consideration at appropriate for a right. Okay, so the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practice or the restrictive trade practice or unscrupulous exploitation of the consumer. And the fourth statement is saying the right to be insured against the damage of goods and services received. So which of the following you think is correct regarding your Consumer Protection Act? So let me know which of the following according to you is a correct statement. So if we talk about Consumer Protection Act, it provides 6 rights, है ना, in total. So this Consumer Protection Act just provides 6 rights in total, which include the right to be protected, Okay, that is the right to be informed, Then we have a right to be assured, Then we have a right to be heard, Okay, and then we have a right to seek redressal and the right to consumer awareness. Okay, so these are the 6 rights are provided by the Consumer Protection Act. So which of the following is correct accordingly? So the right answer will be, so if I talk about the first statement, that is saying the right to be protected against the marketing of goods, products or services which is hazardous, that is dangerous to the life and the property. So is it correct? Yes, it is correct. Right answer. The first will be correct. Second is saying the right to be heard and to be assured the consumer's interest will receive due consideration at appropriate. Hana, so this is also true. Then third is saying the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices or restrictive trade practices or the kind of exploitation of the consumers will be done. This is also correct. The right to be insured against the damage of goods, no assured insurance kind of thing is available. So this is not right. So the right answer will be option number A. The right answer will be your option number A. Okay. Now the second question is talking about which among the following statement are correct in relation to the concept of limited liability partnership. So which of the following, the question is asking what? Which of the following are correct in relation to the concept of limited liability partnership? First is saying a limited liability partnership is a body corporate formed under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008 and is separate from its partner. Okay, first statement is saying. Second is saying a limited liability partnership has perpetual succession. Third is saying any change in the partner does affect the existence, right or liability of limited liability partnership. So an LLP shall have at least 5 partners here. Okay, the fourth is saying any individual or body corporate may be a partner in LLP. So LLP shall have at least 2 designated partners, of whom at least one must be resident in India. Next is saying the LLP is a separate legal entity, is liable to the full extent of its asset. So liability of the partner is unlimited here. Sixth is saying no partner is liable on the account of the independent or unauthorized action of other partners. Next, mutual rights and duties of the partners within the limited liability partnership are governed by the agreement between the partners or between the partners and the LLP, as the case may be. The incorporation document, other information is filled with the registrar of the state where the registered office is situated. So these are the 8 statement has been given on the limited liability partnership, and the question is asking which of the following is correct. Okay, the question is asking which of the following is correct. And the options are, these are the options. So let's understand first by the statement which is the correct statement and which is not. If I talk about the first statement, it is saying limited liability partnership is a body corporate formed under the Limited Liability Partnership Act. The first is correct, right? The first statement is correct. Second is saying LLP has perpetual succession. That is also correct, right? Third is saying any change in the partnership does affect the existence, right or liability of the LLP. No, it is not correct. The third statement is not correct because LLP is a separate legal entity, completely separable from its member. So why the third statement is wrong? Because LLP is a separate legal entity that is completely separable from its member. So any change in members or partner does not affect the liability or existence of the LLP, but it is saying it does affect. That's why it's wrong. The third statement is wrong. Now, next fourth is saying any individual or body corporate may be in partnership, may be in partner in LLP. LLP shall have at least 2 designated partner, of whom at least one must be resident in India. That is true. Okay, this one is correct. Now, the fifth is saying the LLP is a separate legal entity, is liable to the full extent of its asset, and liability of the partner is unlimited. So this is wrong. This is also wrong. Why it is wrong? Because when it comes to the liability of a partner, this is limited to their agreed contribution. This is not unlimited. This is limited and limited according to their contribution. And under the LLP. So that's why the fifth statement is incorrect. Okay, now the sixth is saying no partner is liable on account of the independent or unauthorized action of the other partner. That is correct. The mutual rights and duties of the partner within a limited liability partnership are governed by an agreement. That is also true. Between the partners or between the partners and the LLP, as the case may be, this is also true. Eighth is saying the incorporation document and other information is filed with the registrar of the state where the registered office is situated. And this is also true. So the correct statement are all except 3 and 5. Third and fifth are not correct. All the other statements are correct here, right? So the answer will be the option where the third statement and fifth statement is not defined. So first is saying third, A is not correct. Second is saying first, second, fourth, sixth, 7, 8. So this is correct. Here it is third and fifth, that's why it's not correct. Here it is third and fifth, that's why it's not correct. So the right answer will be your B option. The right answer will be your B option. So the questions may be very lengthy in the paper, as we have seen in the Indian economy paper that was unpredicted from the side of IIBF. So what we have to do, we have to focus. Like the statement or the questions can be lengthy, but you do not have to worry about it because this is all about concept. If you know everything about the limited liability partnership, you will be easily able to answer this. Okay, so the right answer will be here your B. Next, which among the following is not a feature of DAY NRLM scheme? So DAY NRLM stands for National Rural Livelihood Mission and Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. So it used to be known as Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. From that it has been changed to the Ajivika NRLM. From Ajivika NRLM it has been changed to DAY NRLM. Okay, that is National Rural Livelihood Mission. Now, the initially at least one member from each identified rural poor household, preferably a woman, is brought under the self-help group network in a time-bound manner. So the composition of beneficiaries under the scheme: 50% SC/ST, 15% minorities, 3% persons with disability will be covered here. Okay, this is the beneficiaries proportion defined in the first statement. Okay, the second statement is saying target group include all the needy poor identified as household with at least one deprivation criteria as per socio-economic and caste census that happened in the year 2011. And according to that, you will find the target groups. Then a strong institution of the poor such as the self-help group and their village level and higher level federation are necessary to provide space, voice, resources for the poor and for reduction their dependence on the external agencies. Okay, then the fourth is saying existing institution of the poor women formed by government efforts and efforts of NGO will be strengthened in the partnership mode. Now, fifth is saying another important element is providing poor with the requisite skills for managing their institution, linking up with the markets, managing their existing livelihoods, enhancing their credit absorption capacity and credit worthiness. Then we are saying a revolving fund is provided as an incentive to accumulate their own funds for meeting their credit needs as also immediate consumption needs. Okay, so these are the statement that has been given by the NRLM scheme. Hana, so which of the following is right answer? These are the options given here to all of us. Hana, and the question is asking which of the following is not a feature of the NRLM. So the right answer will be all of the above that we have discussed, like the beneficiaries proportion is correct. Hana, the target group selection with the help of the socio-economic and caste census is correct. The strong institution like the self-help groups and their federation will get all the support, all the resources that is required will be given. So this is also correct. Existing institution of the poor women formed by government effort, they will get the benefit out of the NRLM, like they will help to strengthen those existing startups also, existing self-help group also. Apart from that, they also provide the skill training, Hana, for managing their institution. It will link up with the markets and revolving fund will be also available. It means all are the feature of NRLM. So the single question is defining the whole scheme of NRLM, and do remember this is how the name of the NRLM has been changed. So the right answer out of these, first, second, third, first and second, second and fifth, or none of these. The right answer will be D option. None of these, because all these are the feature of the NRLM scheme. Okay, now the next question. In India, those who provide information about wrongdoing provides a mechanism for investigation is protected under which act? So which of the following is correct here? NRLM scheme is very simple. Under the NRLM scheme, we are trying to help the rural poor. We are trying to help the rural poor for which purpose? For making their life better. For making their livelihood better. So that's why all these services will be provided to the women's self-help group. The women's self-help group will get the interest subvention scheme. Subsidy will be given to them under the scheme. Interest subvention of 7% will be available. If they provide loan at the right time, they will get additional 3% subsidy here on the interest. So all these are the benefit that we have discussed already in the classes. Also the NRLM I have discussed in the detail. All these we have discussed there. All are the function. Like these are the people who are eligible to get the benefit of the scheme, that is defining in the first statement. Second statement says that how to identify who is poor. In particular state, in particular union territory, how you will be able to decide that which person is poor. For that purpose, you will use the socio-economic and caste census. Okay. Then apart from that, the self-help groups will get and their federation will get the certain help of resources, financial support, whatever support they require. That will be given. That is the third statement is saying. Fourth statement is saying simply the existing institutions which are helping the poor people, they will also get benefited by getting the financial support from the scheme. Okay. Apart from that, important element is providing poor with the requisite skill. like it's not, there is no eligibility criteria, है ना. Under the NRLM scheme there is no eligibility criteria like these people will be allowed to take a loan, है ना, under the SC/ST category or a general category, whatever. So accordingly everybody will be eligible to get the benefit of the scheme. But yes, as per the requirement of your business, as per the self-employment you are going to start, whatever skills is required, according to that training will be provided, है ना, so that you will be easily able to enhance your business. And the revolving fund simply will be provided, है ना, for meeting the credit requirements of the self-help groups, है ना, for the consumption needs or whatever purposes. So these all are the features of JNRLM scheme. Now the right answer you have given, that is A, Whistleblower Protection 2011 Act is there, which provide information about the wrongdoing, है ना, by any employee. It will be like if you find out certain wrongdoing is happening in your organization, you are an employee, you are a customer, you can complain about it. Now in cash transaction report, cash transaction above ₹10 lakh is to be submitted on monthly cash basis by 15th of the following month to the dash by dash. So which of the following is correct? Following to the month to the RBI by SEBI, then CBI Economic Offence Wing and RBI, FIUIND Principal Officer, FATF and FIUIND. Which of the following is correct? So the cash transaction report is there, है ना, counterfeit currency report is there. Apart from that, cross border wireless transfer report is there. Then we have a non-profit organization transaction report is there. Then we have a suspicious transaction report also. These reports will be submitted on the 15th of the following month. 15th of the following month this will be submitted. And the suspicious transaction report will have to be submitted within 7 days. है ना, within the 7 days you find out that this transaction is suspicious accordingly. Okay, so right answer will be, it should be submitted to the FIUIND and it will be submitted by the principal officer of a bank. So the right answer will be your C option. Very good. The right answer will be C option. Some are saying D. No, FATF is a financial action task force that is working at the global level, है ना. These reports will be submitted to our bank about the India's transaction, है ना, about the customers of a bank. So the right answer will be your C option. It will be submitted to the Financial Intelligence Unit India and it will be submitted by the principal officer of a bank. So the right answer will be C. Next, deposit accounts which have not been operated for more than 10 years are to be classified as. So those accounts which have not been operated for more than 10 years, they are to be classified as inoperative accounts, dormant accounts, unclaimed accounts, dead accounts. What kind of accounts they are? So which of the following is correct? Inoperative accounts, dormant account, unclaimed accounts, dead accounts. Inoperative accounts are those accounts in which no transactions had been performed from the last 12 months. Dormant accounts are the account in which no transactions has been performed from the last 24 months. Okay. And the unclaimed amounts are those amounts in which the account is not operated. Hana, the deposit account is not operated for more than 10 years. So that will be your unclaimed account. Hana, and these amount will be transferred to where? It will be transferred to the DEF scheme. Hana, it will be transferred to the DEF scheme that has been introduced by RBI for the purpose of fund collection for financial literacy purposes. Okay, for that purpose RBI has introduced the DEF scheme. So whatever unclaimed amount will be there, their money will be transferred to the DEF scheme. That will be managed by Reserve Bank of India. So right answer will be your C option. Next, Mr. Mohan maintains a savings bank account with your bank. Okay, Mr. Mohan is maintaining a savings bank account with your bank. He has given a power of attorney to his son. So to operate his savings bank account, the relationship between the bank and Mr. Mohan is? What kind of relationship bank and Mr. Mohan is having? where Mr. Mohan maintains a savings bank account with the bank, okay, and he has given the power of attorney to his son, है ना. Now his son is operating the particular account. Okay, his son is operating the particular account, and the relationship between the bank and Mr. Mohan will be, now Mr. Mohan is depositing the money in the savings account. Now, so Mr. Mohan is a creditor and the bank will be a debtor. So right answer will be your, very good, it will be a. Bank will be your debtor because bank is receiving deposit, and the Mr. Mohan will be the creditor because he is depositing money. Hana, in case bank is giving loan, the relationship will be creditor-debtor relationship. Now, which of the following is not an important feature of a check? Out of these 5 options, which of the following is not an important feature of a check? First, it must be in writing, it must be drawn on a specified banker, must be issued by drawer with the permission of the bank to the drawee. The payee must be definite person, always payable on demand but not otherwise. So which of the following is not an important feature of the check? A, B, C or D? So it must be in writing. Hana, like if you are issuing a check, it must be in writing. Now the check is the type of negotiable instrument under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. The section 6 defines the check. Okay, and check is the type of bill of exchange which is drawn on a specified banker. Apart from that, the section 6(1) defines the electronic form of check also. Now the CTS has been introduced by the NPCI. What is CTS? Check truncation system. Under the check truncation system, simply the bank is now not performing the physical transaction of a check, but what they are doing here, they simply take the electronic image of the check and clear it. So the right answer will be your okay. So it must be in writing, that is true. It must be drawn on a specified banker, that is also true. Must be issued by drawer with the permission of the bank to the drawee. No, you do not have to take the permission here. The payee must be definite person, correct. Always payable on demand but not otherwise, yes, correct. So which of the following is not an important feature? C option is not an important feature. So right answer will be D. Do not answer the C option. All except C means, it means C is the feature but A, B, D and E is not a feature. Hana? So do not answer the C option. The right answer will be D. That is only C. C is not the feature of a check. Now, for building social infrastructure for activities, namely schools, drinking water facilities, sanitation facility, including construction, refurbishment of house, toilets and household level water improvement, in tier 2 and tier 6 centers, bank loans up to a limit of 2 crore per borrower, 5 crore per borrower, 10 crore per borrower, 15 crore per borrower will be given. Which of the following is correct? So under the PSL, this is a PSL target for the social infrastructure. 5, 2, 10 or 15. Very good. It will be your 5. No, the 10 crore amount is for the health infrastructure. The 10 crore is for the health infrastructure under the Ayushman Bharat scheme. Hana, under Ayushman Bharat scheme, 10 crore has been given for the health infrastructure. But for the social infrastructure like schools, Hana, sanitation, drinking water facility, it is 5 crore. So the right answer will be your B option. Next. Which of the following is not a part of the process of check clearance under the check truncation system? So now you have to answer that which of the following is not a part of the process of the check truncation system. Hana, under clearance under the check truncation system. So do remember CTS was introduced by NPCI. Under the CTS, the physical movement of check will be removed. Now the electronic image will be used to perform the transaction. So first is saying here, the clearance house processes the return file sent by the paying bank and the data is sent to the presenting bank. Second is saying based on all the instrument accepted by CHI during a session, that is clearing house. The clearing house arrives at the net settlement position for each bank. Now the next is saying at the time of presentation clearing, the clearing house process the data. It requisites it to the paying banks. Then we have the presenting bank captures the data and the images of the check and transmit it to the paying bank. So you have to answer which of the following is not a feature. Which of the following is not a part of the process. These are the options A, B, C or D. Which of the following is correct? Option. It means which of the following is not a part of the process of check clearance under the CTS, check truncation system. Okay, so maximum are going with the D option. Okay, very good. So the right answer will be your D option. D is not a part of the process of check clearance. So presenting bank captures the data and the image of check and transmit it to the paying bank. Actually what happens, the presenting bank captures the data on the MICR band and the images of the check, and it sends it to the respective CHI for further transmission to the paying bank. So that's why the D option is your right answer. Next, according to RBI guidelines, which entities can be provided with credit facilities by banks against shares and debentures held by them as a stock in trade? So according to RBI guidelines, which entity can be provided with the credit facilities by banks against shares, debentures held by them as stock in trade? First is saying any individual or entity, second is saying only corporate, third is saying only stock brokers registered with SEBI and who compile with the capital adequacy norms prescribed by SEBI stock exchanges, and D is saying only NBFCs. So according to RBI guidelines, out of these entities, who has provided with credit facilities by the banks against the share and debentures held by them as the stock in trade? Okay, so the right answer, very good. The right answer will be your C option. Only stockbroker who are registered with SEBI and who compile with the capital adequacy norms prescribed by SEBI or stock exchanges. Correct. So right answer will be your C option. Okay. Now, who is eligible for coverage under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? Who can take the fund insurance under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? This is the crop insurance scheme. So first is saying only farmers who own the land they cultivate, only farmers who cultivate specific crops in specific areas, all farmers including sharecroppers and tenants, farmers growing the notified crops in the notified areas, then only farmers who have suffered crop loss due to natural disaster. So which of the following are eligible under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana to take the insurance? So this scheme was launched in 2016 to provide the insurance to the farmers on their crops. It will secure the farmers' crop from against the natural calamities and the pest attack. Because of the natural calamity and the pest attack, if the farmer's crop has been destroyed, then the insurance claim will be given to the farmers and they have to pay a certain premium to get the insurance. Kharif crop, Rabi crop and commercial crop, that is horticulture crop, will be covered here. And the right answer will be your very good C. All farmers including the sharecroppers, tenant farmers growing the notified crop in the notified area, they are eligible to take the coverage of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Now, banks need to set up which of the following committees or boards? Out of these options, which have to be set up by banks? First is saying customer service committee of the board. Then second, standing committee on customer services. Third, branch level customer service committee, nodal department official for customer services. Insurance amount depends on your crop amount, because the kharif crop is there, rabi crop is there, and commercial crop is there. So their certain percentage has been decided that we will be discussing in the upcoming questions. So here 2%, 1.5% and 5% of premium they have to pay. This is the premium amount in the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. This is the premium amount. So according to the premium, the insurance coverage will be decided.